Hey guys, I got another bunch of coins. Um Surprisingly, mostly all of this is machine wrapped coins. Um and I will say, unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna get very much in the quarters because mostly all of them are 2022. Unfortunately, they weren't 2023s, which I was hoping when I saw the obverse, but they're what are they? Anna May Wong quarters. I don't need any more of those. I have some of those. I might take one or two examples out. But I don't expect much in the quarters. I did see this one has a 2019. So there are some circulated coins mixed in here. That's why I'm going to look through all of these, because I presume that all of these came from the same box. And a lot of times when you get rolls that have uncirculated roll, like even some of these, some of these, like this one has a new looking ender, and that's a circulated coin. So I these, even the rolls that look completely uncirculated, probably have at least a couple circulated coins in there. So I'm going to look through all those anyway. Even if they were uncirculated, I would. But yeah, the rest of it is all circulated. It's all good. I will say that I also have a few piles of dollar coins here. I got these also at this bank. Now I will say, this all of these coins, I originally was planning to do this hunt the previous week, but I was trying to find a bank to return coins, and I went to bank after bank after bank and could not for the life of me find a bank that was open. We went on Saturday, and a lot of the banks in the area were closed, and then by the time I even got to the bank, actually the same branch that had the coins, it was closed as well. Or at least it looked like the teller clocked out early because she was sick or something. Um, but I planned it out a little bit better, and I didn't have anything to return this. Today's actually Friday. We just got it done early. But I have, this is $250 in quarters here. But I assume there's not going to be much of anything in there. $95 in dimes. There's 50 here. 5 rolls for 25.75. 85, 95. This one appears. This one is definitely searched. I will say I put that with it. I'm still gonna look through it because I know it's not mine. So maybe they didn't keep the 2009s. It says 80. It's an open machine wrap roll. Definitely searched. The only custom wrap rolls we got out of this were these two. So that's quite surprising. I didn't expect that. I will say I think I might have seen an NIFC or two in the dollar coin. So that will be kind of an interesting thing to check out. I also saw this like really dark ender on the nickels. I was hoping it was a silver nickel, but it wasn't. But yeah, a lot of machine wrap stuff. So I'm gonna get started. I'm actually gonna start with the quarters. Usually, I like to start with the pennies and then go up in denomination. But I'm actually gonna do it differently, and I'm gonna start with the quarters and work my way down to the pennies. I will say I'm going to look through the dollar coins last. But hopefully we can get something out of here in this hunt. And this is my first mixed hunt that's mostly all machine wrapped of the year. If you count boxes, I've hunted a lot of machine wrapped. But in hunts like this, I have not hunted much. So I also have a new knife. I got a new Exacto, or sorry, I meant to say pocket knife. And I got a new pocket knife, which I'm going to be using to open rolls as well. Alright, let's get into it. I'll probably rip through these pretty quick. And move right on to the dimes, and then nickels, and then pennies, and then we'll do those. So, let's get into it. Alright, I figure I'd open one of these quarter rolls live on camera. And see what, yeah, they're most definitely almost uncirculated. Actually, this one looks completely uncirculated. So, I'm going to rip through the quarters real fast. I don't expect anything in here. But if we happen to get something, I'll let you know. And I'll bring you in on whichever denomination we get to find first. I do want to point out in the quarters that these definitely aren't completely uncirculated. Like, take this Anna May Wong quarter compared to this one. You can tell this one definitely has been circulated quite a bit. I know I'm touching them with my fingers and getting fingerprints on them, but just to show, they're not completely uncirculated. So, we'll keep going. Alright, so I went through all the quarters, and as expected, I didn't really find anything that cool. I will say, I did find something kind of neat to me. I found a 2022 out of Philly, which is pretty cool in itself. But this is a Maya Angelou, and surprisingly, I don't have this one in my album. I know I had found a Philly 2022, but that was a Wilma Mankiller, so this will actually go on my album. That's pretty cool. I also got, most of them were uncirculated. The rolls that had circulated coins were actually mostly circulated. I did pull out a couple examples that I'll hold on to in the quarters. And I also got, this is kind of neat, because I got two 2021 Philly Crossing the Delaware quarters. I don't see these that often. So I'm going to keep both of those, because I do not see those that often at all. So, we're going to get into the dimes now, and hopefully we can score something in there. Alright, I'm on the first of the custom wrap rolls, and I got something you guys need to help me out on. I don't know what's happening here. I opened this roll, and I saw a really thick edge, and I was like, that has to be a proof. But it's a Philly. This is a Philly minted coin, and what's tripping me out about this is that, typically, when you find dryer wash coins, the edges are usually smoothed out. So, is this an error? Because, like, it's twice as thick as a normal dime should be. Like, compare those. I'm going to keep this regardless, but this might be some sort of error. Like, I know that there's a rolled thick planchet exists, so I'm actually going to weigh this up and see what it weighs up as. I'm actually just going to do that right now, because I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's some sort of error. I don't know if it's just post-mint damage. But I'm just going to move this so I can put the scale up here. I'm going to weigh this real quick and see what it has. So, we're on grams right now. I'm going to put a regular dime. 5 grams. I'm just going to put a quarter on that to make sure it's accurate. Now let's put this guy on there. Oh, I don't know why. I need to set it back to 0. Go to 0. Hello? Okay. So this dime. Alright, so here's an example of a dryer coin. I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is an example of a dryer coin. So the coin on the bottom here, that's the dryer coin, and the coin on top is a regular dime. Now, I don't know if you guys can help me out on this, because I don't know anything about coins like this. I know that a rolled thick planchet exists, but I want to know, guys, is this an error? Because it's like thicker than a quarter. It's literally thicker than a quarter. So I'm definitely going to set this aside. If you guys know anything about it, let me know. And it's on every side too. It's just as thick on each side. I mean, it's a little bit more thin here, but still way thicker than a dime should be. Yeah, just like compare those edges right there. So I'm definitely going to hold on to this. It's definitely something weird. It sounds right. It sounds like a normal dime. So I'm going to hold on to this. This looks like something that could possibly be maybe an error. I don't know. Anyway, we'll keep going. Alright, so I made a post on my Facebook group that I'm in about this coin. So hopefully by the end of this video I can get a response and someone knows something about it. Alright, I'm on I think the 5th roll, and I got 2 finds right away. I did go through the dimes, and I didn't get anything really that crazy in there, other than this one, which I still don't know much about. I think it's an error, but I don't know for sure. And then, really, the only thing that was pretty exciting was this 2022 that I needed. But I see 2 finds right here. I see a 58 minted in Denver, and a 1948 minted in Denver as well. Alright, we'll keep going. Well, there's a 1955 in this roll. It's not a Philly, but it's another find. We'll keep going. Well, I know we got at least one find in here, because I see an S minted coin. Let's see what it is. 54. 54S. I'll just check real quick, and see if I see anything else in this roll. This one maybe? Nope. 62. Alright. We'll keep going. Alright, I went through a few more rolls and had a few more finds I wanted to update you guys on. I got a really beat up 1954D. I got a 58 out of Denver, and a 56 out of Denver, or out of Philly, actually. I was about to say Denver, it's out of Philly. And a 1948 out of Philly as well. Alright, we'll keep going. Alright, the nickels have been kind of slow, but we got another find. 1952 out of Philly. Alright, we'll keep going. Alright, I stopped right away and started recording because, as you can see, we got a 1939 here. Hopefully, it has a mint mark. Nope. Out of Philly. I don't see any doubling. But that's a 30s Jefferson on the board. We'll keep going. Alright, next roll. I got another oldie. 1940. San Francisco. Pretty nice on the back, except for a few scratches. But that's our second oldest. We'll keep going. Alright, we're in another roll, and I got a couple more finds. 1946 out of Philly, and a 1958 out of Philly as well. That's actually a slightly better date. Alright, we'll keep going. We got about 8 rolls left in the nickels. Alright, the final nickel roll gave us a 1953 out of Philly. Alright, let's move on to pennies now. Alright, we're on roll 3, and we got our first wheat penny. It was sitting right here. 1952, minted in San Francisco. Alright, I'll take it. Let's keep going. Alright, well, I missed it going through these, but we got a wheatie. It's got a little bit of damage, otherwise it's in good shape. Wow, that's a pretty nice 1948S. Unfortunately, it has this damage here, but that's still pretty nice. I'll take it. Let's keep going. Alright, I saw this one by the day, but we got another wheatie. 1954 out of Denver. Alright, we'll keep going. Alright, I think exactly 2 rolls later, and I got another one. Again, I saw it by the date. 1956 out of Denver. Alright, that's number 4. We'll keep going. Alright, looks like we got wheat cent number 5, and it looks like it's been cleaned. But it's wheat cent number 5. 1950. Ooh, 1955S. That's a cool find. That's on the lower mintage side of things. 1955S. Those that date's pretty hard to find. You know, they minted quite a few of the 55P and quite a few of the 55D, but very little of these. So that's a harder coin to get. I mean, it's clean, but I'll take it. That's number 5. And we'll keep going in this hunt. Alright, I got another wheatie. We got a 1950 Denver. Man, I wish that was a nickel. But I don't see anything else in here. I definitely don't see any more wheaties. I don't see any more wheaties. So we'll keep going. Alright, this one fell right here, and I saw it by the date again. 1945 out of Denver. Pretty beat up, but that is number 7. Let's keep going. Alright, we got our first foreign. I am absolutely shocked that we have only just got our first. We got a Canadian. 2006. I know there's a variation on the 2006. I need to look it up. But there you go. 2006. Canadian penny. Let's keep going.
So I'm hoping that we'll stick in there. So we'll see. Alright, well, I will bring you in on the first find. Okay, I finished hunting those quarters and we did not get anything terribly exciting other than this beautiful 1969 out of Denver. Very nice shape. I'm pretty certain that's a great now. So that was a good find. But that's really about it. I did find one other quarter as the side is the 70 Philly in pretty good shape. In comparison to the ones I typically find. It's not fantastic. I don't get a lot of Phillies, and I certainly don't get a lot of the 70 Phillies. And so I'll set that aside. I'll move on to that. And that's it for quarters. So let's move on to the dimes now. I only have 4 rolls, so let's hope there's something good in there. Okay, I'm on the 3rd roll of dimes, and I think we might have a silver dime right here by my thumb. I think it might be. It is a 64. Nice. 4 rolls of dimes, we get a silver. Silver out of Denver, that is fantastic. Alright. Let's go through the rest of this. There's silver edges here. I think so. Okay,
Alright. Another Wheatie. 1948 Denver. Right there. I got one live finally. I was trying to film a little bit. I was trying to test out and film a little bit live to see if I could get a Wheatie live, and we did, so I'll take that. Let's keep going. Alright, very next roll, I got another Wheatie. This one is reverse showing. 1952D. Alright, we'll keep going. I got 4 rolls left in the pennies, and then I got the small pile of dollar coins. Alright, I'm on the last roll, and it's funny, I'm kind of sad, because I was actually going to film it live, but we got another Wheatie. 1946 out of Philly in decent shape. Alright, I'm going to look through this. If there's nothing else, I'm going to just look through the dollar coins live real quick. Alright, I got 4 little piles here. I'm just going to go through them real quick. Abraham Lincoln, 2001, 2000, 2000. Alright, nothing in there. Nothing in that stack. Alright, let's try this stack. I did see a Susan B. Anthony on top. Ooh! Hey! Look at that! Guys, so I had one 1979 Philly. In this, I had one Susan B. Anthony in this entire batch. It's a Philly mint. And look at that. We got a wide rim. This is a 1979 Philly wide rim, and it's in great shape. Holy cow. I was just going to look through these live. I didn't expect much of anything. That is a great find. That is a variety. That is a FS301, I believe. That is a great find. That just made the hunt a whole lot better. It's definitely a wide rim. Look at how close the date is. That is crazy. That is crazy. Well, let's check the rest of these. Oh, there we go. That's the NIFC I saw. Franklin D. Roosevelt. I know I don't have that one. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That must have been the one I saw. Ooh, got a really beat up one there. 2000p. That's kind of cool looking. Holy cow. I didn't even really look at the... I didn't really even look at it too well, honestly, because I thought it was just a Susan B. Anthony. Holy cow. I found one of those before. I have found one wide rim Susan B. Anthony dollar previously. But, hopefully we can find... No NIFCs there. A lot of George Washingtons and there's a John Adams in there. All right, we got one little stack left. Jackson, 2001, not an NIFC. Nope, nothing else. Oh. That was so last minute. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna give you guys a wrap up. Alright, sorry about the background noise, but we finished with that hunt, and it was a great hunt. It's funny because it got a lot better towards the end, especially with that. I'm still blown away that I found that live. But lots of finds. It is kind of disappointing we didn't get anything. I mean, I didn't really expect to get anything in the quarters. And the only dime find is this one, which I still think is an error. I don't know for sure. But I feel like if this was a dryer wash coin, the edges would be worn flat. Usually they are. It's the same size as a regular dime as well, and the detail is just as strong. So I think it's some sort of like rolled thick error. It's weird. It's definitely not a proof. But anyway, so starting down here with the Wheaties, we got I think 10 here actually. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Wheaties out of under a box. That's great. Better than what I've been actually doing on a lot of my $25 hunts. But going backwards, actually, we got a 156D. This is actually a pretty good find. 1955S. It's a lower mintage coin. For the 50s wheat pennies, it's definitely the lowest minted. We got a 54D. Two 52s. One's a D, one's an S. We got a 1950D. We got two 48s. One of them's actually in solid condition. That damage looks like a heart. Funny enough, I just saw that. We got 146, and the oldest was a 45. We didn't get any pre-1940s, but I'll still take it for sure. We got this 2006, which I still need to research which variation of the 2006 Canadian pennies it is. And then we also got for nickels, again going backwards, we got 3 from 1958. One of these is a Philly, yeah, this one. That is a better date, so I'll take that. Yeah, each denomination, other than every denomination, produced something kind of cool. We got a 56, 55, of course not the Philadelphia. Two 54s, one's really beat up. We got a 53, 52, two 48s. 46, a 1940, and it's in decent shape if it wasn't for the scratches, and then one 1939, and then, yeah, of course, you got that odd dime that I showed you, which I think is an error, but I'm not sure, and then this was kind of exciting, 2022P that I need for my album, my first of those, this NIFC, which I definitely need for my book, Franklin D. Roosevelt. I thought that's what it was when I looked in the bag, but I wasn't completely sure. But that's definitely a find. And then the find of the hunt, which I found live on camera, you guys saw. This is a 1979 Philadelphia minted FS 301 wide rim, and it's in fantastic shape. I'm surprised it's in this good a condition, considering it was with all the loose stuff. This was the only Susan B. Anthony in there. The only Susan B. Anthony in the entire batch. So, yeah, definitely is better than the one that I have. Yeah, you can see it's a Philly, and you can just see how close the rim is to the date. That's an awesome find. I also did set aside, I'm setting aside my 1972 Phillies because I want to do a big DDO hunt video one day. I got a really nice 70 Denver, which I decided to keep. A couple from 59. I'll just count those as copper. Two kind of nicer Zinkins. We got a nice 09 minted in Denver. And then we got a pretty nice 84 Philly. It's not the double deer, but it's really nice. And then I got a really nice 1963 nickel. It has a little bit of gunk there, but still pretty nice. This 2000 that has a really dark look. I thought it was a war nickel. And yeah, unfortunately, the nickels didn't produce any silvers or buffaloes. I thought out of that many machine wrapped rolls, we might get something like that. But this one is kind of weird. It might be an annealing issue. It's very strange. And then I got, this time I pulled out because it was in great shape and it's kind of off-center. It's an 86p. And then the two 2021s out of Philly quarters, which I rarely see. And then, of course, out of the uncirculated ones, I pulled out of two anime Wongs. So... but yeah, so basically, I have the finds here, and then I always have a little pile of stuff that I'm checking and stuff. So, unfortunately, the quarters and the dimes, neither the dimes nor the nickels produce any silver, but I'll take what we got all day. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.